Hello and welcome. I'm Morris Partee of Everything CU, and I'd like to show you a little bit about our credit union marketing budget report. This is one of the first products that we offered at Everything CU, and it's still available and still current. And it's to me, it's a little known gem that I'd like to demystify for you. So the way that you get to the credit union marketing budget report is you click on our Gadget tab on the page, scroll down to the CU Marketing Budget Report and click that. And if you've already ordered it, this is the page you'll see where you have the actual marketing budget report. But if you haven't ordered it yet, you'll see a little bit of a promo page for it with succeeding links to actually ordering the report. It's priced very inexpensively. We think it's a great deal, but then again, we might be biased. All right, so we are looking at Everything CU member Doug Ralston's marketing budget report. And I know he's been using the marketing budget report for a while, so I like to use his as an example. So in our marketing budget report, what we do is we actually compare your specific credit union and show you your peers according to several different methods. You can choose whether you want to determine your peer group based on strictly asset size right here, that's the default, or you can choose your peers based on the number of members you have, or you can choose your peers based on having a similar marketing budget. At the same time, if you're looking for best practices or best performing credit unions, you can also view this by the largest credit unions in absolute marketing budget dollars, or the largest credit unions in terms of absolute assets, or the very largest credit unions based on membership size. There's also three methods that you can use to determine, three location methods to determine your peer group. You can look, by default, you're looking just in your state, but you can also look in your region, and the region goes by NCUA regions. So Doug being in Minnesota is in the central region, or you can look across the entire United States. Also, every page of the marketing budget report, you can customize how many credit unions you're looking at once. But by default, we show you the 16 most similar credit unions, but you can narrow that down to 10 or widen it all the way out to 5,000, which will show you perhaps essentially all credit unions in the US. So anytime you change one of these parameters and you want to change what you're looking at, you simply make the selection. So say I wanted to look at, leave my peers grouped by asset, but look across the entire US, then I just click the Show Me Now button, and the page will update with that as my peer comparison group. So these 15 other credit unions are the credit unions that are most similar to me in asset size across the entire US. So the credit union marketing budget report also has quite a number of pages to it, so that you can look at these comparisons across a wide variety of methods. By default, we're the basic first page, the main page of the report, we're showing you the credit union's total assets, total loans, number of members, the last full year-to-date marketing budget, and what that marketing budget is as a percentage of total assets. But some of our other key pages in the marketing budget report, one is loan to asset size. And now we're seeing by default the order is in terms of loan to assets. So we can see Doug is in the top 2/3 here at 70%. We can also look at loan growth. By default, these pages all will display in ranked order according to the primary page's aspect, in this case loan growth. So we see the highest performing, the fastest growing loan portfolio credit union first, as well as some negative loan growth performing credit unions at the bottom of the list. Also, every page of the marketing budget report shows you the average percentage for each category that you're viewing. So you can see that for Hermantown Federal Credit Union, its loan portfolio is growing at 6%, and the average for credit unions of its size is 4%. So using that information, Doug can make the argument that he is growing his credit union in terms of loans faster than his peers. Now you can also resort any page that you see. So say, for instance, Doug is looking at this loan growth page, but he wants to view credit unions and rank them in order of their marketing budget. Then you simply click on that column heading, and the page refreshes in that new order. So now Doug can very clearly see that he's still in the top 2/3 of total marketing budget, but he's not quite at the top. So you can, again, use this information the way that you want to present it to the rest of your management team. And that's basically the whole reason why we created this, is so that you can slice and dice it. And if you want to, again, present yourself in the most favorable light, or you might even want to present yourself in a least favorable light and say, hey, look at this credit union, like for instance here, Incentive Federal Credit Union has a marketing budget of nearly $30,000 more, and they're getting a far greater loan growth. So you could potentially use this as ammunition to get your marketing budget increased. So other metrics that you can view in the marketing budget report, here is our share growth page. We also have our membership growth page. And right here is a very interesting one. This is our PFI page, and there's several ways that we show PFI, so I'll explain them each briefly. We think credit unions are in the business of making loans, so your average loan balance per member is a very important metric to look at. Then you've got your loans to member, that's a percentage penetration. You also have your average share balance, and then SDA per member, that's share draft account per member. So this is your checking account percentage right here. The other thing to note that we get questions frequently in regards to our marketing budget report is, why do you use year-end numbers for many of the pages in the report? And the reason why is, in order to make accurate comparisons, we want to compare apples to apples. So that's why some credit unions spend their marketing budget at very different rates during the year. And so in this case, we're in the middle of the year 2010, so the last year that we have full year information for is 2009. I'll just briefly touch on these other metric pages that we give you. You can feel free to explore this marketing budget report if you purchase it, and again, slice and dice it to your heart's content to try and get a better picture of how you stand in comparison to your peers' marketing budgets. So the last page I'll show you right here is the potential members, and this is where we're showing, again, potential members is a number supplied by your credit union to the NCUA. So some credit unions who have a community charter have a very, very large potential membership, and other credit unions that might have a closed field of membership calculate their potential members in a much smaller way. So we show you marketing dollar per existing member, and so you can see the wide range of your peers. For instance, just on this page here, we have one credit union that's spending $2.88 per existing member, and we have another credit union that's spending $28.98 per existing credit union member. We also show you the penetration of the market. Again, that's based on what your credit union reports as your total potential membership. Then we also show you your current members, what that potential membership number is, and again show you the last full year date of marketing budget that you last reported to the NCUA. So that's the marketing budget report in a not so quick nutshell. But again, if you have any questions about that, feel free to shoot me an email, and my name is morris@everythingcu.com. Thank you for watching, and we hope you get the most out of your online community.